And welcome back to episode 286 of the Hit the Showers podcast presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I'm that nigga, Clifford Jordan Jennings, here with my point man and fuck ass co host, Malcolm Chump ass fuck them birds to the day I go.
Yeah, nigga, you see it number
King.
one, nigga. What's going on?
What's happening? I got the guys with me, full house this evening. CT Ski, we got A Ron, and we got Macho somewhere. I don't know where that nigga at, but he around.
What's
You know
going
what I'm
on?
saying?
Weak ass Giants fan.
What's happening with y'all?
He won since day one.
Nigga ain't no A1 since day one, nigga. Abdul Carter's not finna do shit for
What
nothing.
a fucking draft
That's
that was,
it. Sure
boy.
was.
Hey, listen.
Go Eagles, baby.
Hey, listen. The Giants did their thing, bro. Jackson fucking Dart, bro.
Get the
That's all.
fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That sound like a losing ass nigga, don't it, bro?
Oh shit.
Daniel Jones was y'all's dude too, wasn't he? Hey, what's the
Nah.
Italian nigga they had too? DeVito?
DeVito.
Yeah, that was y'all niggas too,
Nah,
right?
Jackson Dart is actually a fire ass name for a quarterback. I'm not gonna stunt.
He ain't
But
darting shit. He ain't darting shit in the NFC East, though. Let's be real.
He's gonna be darting him up.
Against
bro. What you
who?
talking about? Against the Eagles, bro.
Yeah, bro. You sound
And
sounds
listen,
dumb.
bro. Man, listen. Our defensive line, bro. We're gonna be
Defensive line.
Yeah.
Man,
Fucking, we got Brian Burns, bro. Dexter Lawrence, fucking Kayvon
Boy.
Thibodeau, Abdul Carter.
It
Bro.
sounds good on
Defense is
paper, but
nasty for sure.
let's get in there.
Brian
Come on, bro.
Brian Dayball's their coach. I looked up his record the other day. I was telling Macho he's like 34 and fucking 62 or some shit. Like, what is we doing?
A lot of close games. They play a lot of close games.
Man, stop it, CT.
It's gonna be.
That's like from one loser to another loser saying some shit. They play a lot of close games, though, man.
Listen,
My
I'm
little
gonna keep
brother
it
is
a buck.
Giants fan, though. So.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Oh shit, this ain't muted. Out of all of the, at least all of our teams, I think the Patriots and the Bucks had the best draft.
Patriots on the
Yes,
Bucks.
I ain't gonna
sir.
stunt between the Pats and the Bucks on who had the best draft out of our teams at least.
We had the
Yeah,
best
you got
offseason,
Egbuka. Y'all,
period.
you got the Notre Dame cornerback. I can't think of his name. You got y'all got the Oregon wide receiver.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ted
Yeah,
Johnson.
Yeah, they got who else? They got some. I was looking at the Bucks like, oh shit.
They got
That's why they ain't looking at
Shiloh.
The
But y'all
Browns.
Milo don't want no smoke.
The Patriots.
Carlos Sanders.
Oh, y'all did pick y'all on free agency.
Wait, who?
Y'all picked up Shiloh on free agency.
He
Oh,
went
yeah,
on
undrafted.
Undrafted free
Undrafted.
agent.
He drafted him
Yep.
like the last round, something like that.
No, he didn't get drafted at all.
Charlotte?
Yeah, y'all picked him up after the draft.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, he was
Hard,
undrafted.
yeah.
Welcome to
You
the
ain't got to
team,
pay him,
brother.
huh?
Which is wild to me because even though I understand you're playing for Colorado, you know, not the best talent that you're going up against weekly, but based on like his impact, easy top 15 corner in the college. Pass, run protection, coverage. He's everywhere.
What?
He's
what-
every-
Why are
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
hating on him like that? I just don't understand it.
Who was gonna pick him before they picked Shedeur?
Nobody was gonna pick
That
Shiloh
would've
before
been
they picked
embarrassing.
Shedeur. That's
No.
why when he said on that clip that was going around, he said they making you wait. What they gonna do to me, bro? I was like, that's sad. It's funny, but it's sad as fuck because it's absolutely the truth. And it wasn't like either one of them disappointed in any fashion.
Yeah.
Anytime you can be the most accurate quarterback while simultaneously being the most sacked quarterback, that explains you're NFL ready. You're NFL ready. I work well under pressure. What other quarterback was like that? We seen Cam Ward in Miami standing flat-footed because his line was holding up so well, making passes.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen at no Tennessee. You think Tennessee's going to allow you to stand flat? Tennessee will not allow you to stop your feet in the backfield. Do you hear what I'm saying?
What?
So you're going to have to change your whole game style up. Not really change it up. It's just going to have to speed up some from Miami. And then you look at a Shedeur who's constantly under pressure. One of the fastest releases in college. why would you wait till the 4th to draft him and let Shiloh go undrafted? If not, you was hating on his daddy.
They got that nigga in the 5th.
He ain't in the 5th. The 5th.
Was it the 5th? I thought it was the 4th.
Everybody talking about like on paper, everybody thinks he's a backup quarterback. Like he's not. He's a 2.
Hell no. He about to win the starting spot.
He sure is.
He says he's a backup quarterback, and they don't want that type of hoopla around.
Backup, right?
Yeah, we want our, we want a number 1 quarterback in that. I mean, I think that's kind of bullshit because if you're, I know media has access to the locker room, right?
Right.
But you can't control that in any way, shape, or form. Like, because I don't know. I'm asking is what I'm saying. Because I would think that there would be some type of control towards that. Like, I don't know what you would do.
Well, first of all, you're in the big leagues now, bruh. Like, you're in the big leagues now. You know what I'm saying? You're not with them college kids. You're not, like, at this point, you're on equal playing field with everyone. You know what I'm saying? So you can still be cocky if you like, but I guarantee whether you're a number 1 pick or you the Mr. Irrelevant, you will be humbled in the NFL. You will be surprised.
You think they're gonna haze him? You think like give my look?
No, I don't think they're gonna haze him at all. I just think that it's gonna be a wake up call for every athlete, even a Ashton Genty. Like, oh shit, yeah, it's not college anymore. G, this is not college.
I think they're worried about the media shit.
Well, I feel like every rookie got to come in and understand it ain't college.
But it can't be media.
Like they did.
It can't be media.
That's one thing I can think of. Besides only fucking them over.
He's never been disrespectful. He's never been. All he's ever really been is confident. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The only time I would say he fucked up in media is when at the combine interview he said, "Be ready for the culture to change." You don't say shit like that. Mm-hmm. You don't say shit like that.
Why not? I don't see why they ain't never. I feel like other people said it too.
He ain't
jeopardize them.
But other people have said it.
The fuck is?
Other people have said it once they've gotten to their team and recognized the team wants the culture to change. But you haven't been drafted yet. Nobody changes the culture but ownership. So if I don't even know I'm going to a team where the culture needs to change, you already struck yourself out. Because we might be on the way. We might have our culture. We might be on the way to a chip. You're just an addition. And now you're trying to change the culture all of a sudden? We don't need that here.
Well, let me ask you.
I'm not coming to change none. I'm just coming to spice it up.
But he said it. He said, "Be ready for whoever takes me, culture to change." That's not. You didn't pick your words wisely.
Winning culture, like let's win.
Now,
if you drafted me in this position, your team's not that good. So
I agree with you, right? But you pick different words. Winning culture. I'm going to bring a winning culture is something everybody wants to hear. But changing a culture, nah, bro.
I feel like they were just trying to find something to just be like, oh, yeah, that's what it is.
It's really his dad at the end of the day. Let's keep it above.
Exactly.
His dad was that nigga. His dad was that nigga in football. His dad was that nigga in baseball. His dad was that nigga at every level. And everybody hated on the fact he was so cocky, but they couldn't do nothing about it because he was so good. Along comes our second chance to get our get back. You think we're not going to take it?
And I kind of think I hate when Deion said, too, like, he's trying to pick where he wanted him to go at first.
So did Eli Manning's dad. Eli Manning's dad said he wasn't going to play for the Chargers, and Eli got traded from the Chargers to the Giants on draft night. So what's different? What's different?
John did it. Dan Marino did it.
Right. It's not like when white boys do it, it's fine. But when Deion does it, we can't have that. They try to demonize LeVar Ball for being in his kids' lives. They just don't like black dads at the end of the day. Let's keep it above.
They love Tyrese Halliburton.
And then they want to bash him for not being in their lives.
Right. It's a lose-lose. It's a catch-22 at the end of the day.
Do you think he makes it from the 5th roster spot is what they have on now? He's quarterback 5. Do you think he makes it up to quarterback 2 or quarterback 1?
Oh, in Cleveland? Sure. Yeah, Cleveland for sure. He really
only beat out Joe Flacco.
Flacco's beat already. Father Time's beating him as we speak.
He said Flacco's beat already. That's crazy.
Father Time is beating him.
Beat already too.
He's out. He's
gonna have to deal with Dylan though.
Dylan's the only one.
Dylan's all right though. Dylan, I don't think
Dylan
Gabriel's
nice.
I don't think he's better than Shedeur though.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know. I don't either.
They should have did
I
hard
just
knocks.
just feel like I don't
They
beat.
should have did hard knocks in Cleveland. That shit gonna be interesting.
They sure should have.
Yeah,
That
no
is a
fact.
great point. They sure should have did Hard Knocks in Cleveland.
That quarterback battle gonna be legendary.
It's crazy. They could have had Travis and Shedeur.
Mhm.
Did that? They have
Yeah,
They're
they
the
Travis.
should have.
They
Browns.
traded.
They traded
Oh
the
yeah,
They
second pick to
traded
the Giants.
pick.
They're the
they got
fucking Browns.
to the Jaguars.
You
They
said
They
what?
traded
fucking had both of them.
Jaguars.
No, it's to the Giants.
Yeah, but they didn't.
Travis Hunter.
No, the Jags.
Travis Hunter went to the Jaguars.
Oh yeah, it was the Jags. I'm
Yeah.
tripping. I'm tripping.
They could have kept that pick and then
Yeah,
got
Giants already
Travis
had
and
their spot. I'm
Shedeur.
tripping.
That shit would have been
It was
so
the Jags.
lit.
Yeah, the Browns had 3 chances to get Shedeur. There's a lot of teams. It's questionable.
Tom Brady is my early hit the showers out the gate. And we talked
Hell
about
no.
it. We talked about off pod for sure. This nigga's mentee. You are Shedeur Sanders' mentee since Jackson State. So you bigging him
From
up.
afar.
You're preparing
The
him.
fuck?
It don't matter. He said I call him out every day.
He only did it
What
for
does
the
that have
culture.
to do? Look, my nigga went
Brady,
6th round himself. So
he's worked out.
What
He's
do
worked
for?
out with Brady. He's worked out with him.
So was Brady supposed to give him a
Anytime-
handout?
So was a lot of
He
couple quarterbacks have.
We remember before the draft started, it was a Raiders aiming. Before it was a Geno Smith was ever a thing. They were aiming for Shedeur. Geno Smith is
But
33.
they already got a quarterback now.
He's
So
33.
maybe if they didn't get.
He's 33. You don't have a quarterback for long. This isn't a franchise quarterback, my G. This is just somebody to fill the spot until you find your guy. Now, I'll stand on mine. I said that they should pass on any quarterback this year, wait till next year, and then try to get it with a deeper draft class in 2026. That's what I said. But when you have a guy slip to the
Gotta do
fifth
it the right
round, you can get him for the dummy cheap, number one. Number two, you went on to the 6th round to draft 2 bum-ass quarterbacks, one that you plan on changing to a Julian Edelman wide receiver. What sense does that make? If you were going to get a quarterback and he's available the round before you got your quarterback in the 6th, why not get him for the dummy cheap and let him sit behind Geno? Wouldn't that make sense? You essentially, either way it goes, hit the showers. Because even if you wasn't planning on getting Shedeur, you drafted 2 quarterbacks that will never play quarterback. So you wasted 2 picks.
Or they're waiting for next year, which is a lot. Well, a lot of people keep saying that. Waiting for next year.
So why get the 2 this year? For what? You already have Aiden O'Connell. You got Geno Smith. What? Why? You wasted 2 picks, essentially. I just don't understand it. Why didn't you waste it? You got a quarterback that they already said we plan on making him a wide receiver, and the other quarterback is from North Dakota State, who we already discussed. Best quarterbacks were Carson Wentz and Trey Lance.
Some schools.
Quarterback university.
That's better than some schools. Some schools ain't never had a Carson.
Then Brock
I
Purdy
agree,
come from there.
but-
Brock Purdy did all right.
But why are we looking at North Dakota State at all? If you talking about a notch a bad mark on Shedeur is the fact that he didn't play the best competition at Colorado, why do you look to North Dakota State?
That's a point.
Why they might as well be a high school team for real. And of course I'm being harsh, but you understand what I'm saying.
Oh.
You don't play anybody. So how do you think that that's okay? And the only thing that you could say to respond was, well, we got him in the 6th round, so Shedeur went in the 5th. Shut the fuck up. He was available in the 5th. Shut the fuck up.
Available the whole time.
Right. So Tom Brady, hit him. Go on, hit him.
They said they need other spots.
I wonder how many
I
days-
understand that, so why waste the 2 on 2 quarterbacks you're never going to use? And then everybody, ESPN, I see all the comments and everybody like, hey, Raiders got an A- draft class. Why? How you figure? How you figure? And every year we get hella defensive linemen and offensive linemen that don't start. The only reason that Jackson Powers Johnson started was because Colton Miller got hurt. The only reason DJ Glaze played for a little bit was because Dylan Parham got hurt. These niggas ain't playing just because they're good. They're playing because they're filling in. So if you're going to draft linemen in the second and the third round, at least make sure they're good enough to start, right? Otherwise, you're wasting picks. You're wasting picks. I just don't understand it.
I mean, that's what the Raiders culture does.
Right, but now you got Spytek and Brady. Those were the two golden children that you wanted to point out ahead of the draft that's going to change the culture.
Spytek, we knew don't have
And as far as the draft culture goes, you kept it the exact same. So what leads me to believe you're going to change the culture as a whole if you didn't change
How we know
the draft?
Brady's over the draft?
Trust and believe Brady has a word in something.
Fuck out of here.
Brady has a word in something. Brady's the only owner in Vegas that played the game. I guarantee you they're asking him what he thinks. He's not
coming in making no draft picks, probably.
He's the only owner that has actually played the game. I guarantee.
Is he really the owner? I think he's like part owner. Ain't
right, he's a minority owner. But at the same time, minority owner means I sit at the table with you when you make decisions. I'm involved. So if it's a whole bunch of fucking peons around the table and one guy who is considered the best quarterback to ever play, I'm sure they say, Brady, what you think of this pick?
They bring Braun for everything, so why not bring Brady? Why not?
Off of him real quick.
Yeah, they're at least, at the very least, they're bouncing off their ideas to him. So he may not have power enough to really pick a motherfucker, but guarantee they asked him about him before they made that decision. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
How we know Brady know about all these college players?
I mean, we don't know that.
So I feel like somebody else making these picks.
But I tell you, we do know about Shedeur Sanders.
So you just go, I know Shedeur. Let me just draft Shedeur.
He's available in the 5th round. You got two quarterbacks back to back in the 6th. Explain to me how that makes sense. Explain to me from a rational standpoint, how does that make sense? It don't. There's no way you can wrap your head around it to say, I get why they know.
They just don't want to have Shedeur as just no backup and he'll be sitting on the bench. Like, why would you want that?
Listen, that's the whole reason why these backups like Kenny Pickett and all them go
He's
out
about to have a chance to go start.
Listen, go out so early. But you see that he's also on his 3rd team, 4th team.
Who?
Kenny Pickett. 3rd team. Yeah, he's on his 3rd team. And he's only been in the league for what, 2 years? You're on your 3rd team. You were a number 1 pick.
Got a ring.
On the bench ring. A ring that he didn't contribute to for real.
That ring gonna take him far in his whole career, watch.
And that's what I'm saying. So the same motherfuckers that will go and pick somebody number 1 that crashes and burns are the same people that say he don't deserve, he's just a backup. Nigga, you picked the backup. Number one. 1st round, 1st pick. You picked the backup. So shut the fuck up. You don't know either. So let's just be real and tell me what it really is.
You think Cam Ward's a backup? Is that what you said?
No. Kenny Pickett is a backup.
Oh, okay.
Kenny Pickett is a backup. Zach Wilson is a backup. Another 2nd pick. 1st round, 2nd pick. Y'all scouting these players and y'all don't know how they're going to pan out. So don't be so quick to tell a motherfucker he's not going to work out in the league. He's just going to be you picking backups in the 1st round. So clearly you don't know either. That's what I'm just saying. If you want to be like, say what it is. Somebody made a call to the owners and said, we trying to keep this nigga out of shit. Don't pick him. And them little hoes was like, sure, even though you know you're going to have to compete with this nigga. Why would you hurt your team because somebody else has a problem with somebody? I don't give a
That's
fuck
what
how
I'm
you
saying.
feel.
Like, is everybody that dumb? Like,
Yeah.
why is everybody
Even if we're
calling
all
Peter?
in a club, a fraternity, even if we're all in the fraternity together, the more I get wins, the more money I make for my city, for my team. So I have to beat you to be able to fix my stadium, to be able to, all this shit. So I'm not going to pass on
This dude can
somebody,
change your life as a coach. You know what I'm
right?
saying? Like,
I'm not going to
That's
pass on somebody that can help.
you have to factor in, and that means you have to factor in the other part. So either we're wrong, right? Either we're right or we're wrong. There's something that he did or something that they saw on him that deterred him from drafting him.
Or,
I'm not ruling that out
right.
because I don't
you see the petition they got going on?
About
look
what?
to
Don't buy nobody else shit, but Shedeur shit off his like buy all Shedeur shit, his jersey and shit.
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely getting a
that was
Genty
gonna,
jersey, but I'll get a Shedeur jersey too.
that's going to sell regardless.
Yeah, I'll get a
Like it was
Shedeur
like
jersey.
it's like don't support NFL like just to buy Shedeur shit. That's what I see
Nah,
on the.
no, I'm not about to do all that, but I'll get a Shedeur jersey for sure. But to Aaron, to your point, what I think it is on top of that is there's a lot of you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours in the NFL. Everybody was mind boggled as to why the Tennessee Titans would give the Eagles A.J. Brown, then Kevin Byard, then all those people, even though they're, you know what I'm saying? And it comes down to if I did you a favor of passing on the kid you told me to blackball, I can then request a favor from you when you have somebody I'm interested in.
How
But
big how big of a favor are we talking about
I don't
though?
know, but here's the thing. If you go against the boys club or the fraternity, that same call that they made to say don't draft Shedeur can be made for your team. Hey, this nigga needs a quarterback. Don't nobody trade him one. And them hoes will listen to it. I'm not going to trade him a quarterback because he didn't want to play ball when we asked him to. So you got people's hands tied behind their back and they like, I guess I got to pass on a Shedeur. Even though I desperately need a quarterback.
I feel like there was worse people in the draft that probably should have been passed on that people took that risk on, if that
Right.
makes sense.
I,
So
I can name a
Hell
couple
yeah.
on the Raiders.
it's all a very curious situation. I mean, I obviously don't have the answers, but it just seems so like when I was watching the draft, I was in Vegas. I was watching that shit. And I was watching the first round, like, all right, cool. He didn't get picked. I went and kicked it, woke up the next morning and shit. Draft came on, he's gonna get picked like one through 10. Damn.
Right. When he didn't get picked the second day, I was like, oh, shit.
Them
When
little parties,
Pittsburgh didn't
nobody
get him
started
at
standing like this
21,
on the
I
chain.
said
Like, so I was
I
like,
knew it was like one
after
of
the
the
third
first.
round, I just stopped watching. After the third round, I was like, I got better shit to do, to be all honest with you.
I watched the whole
So
thing.
Yep.
I didn't watch the whole.
But here's the thing. I also heard this, and this was a great point I thought as well. They said, how often does anybody ever watch anything other than the first and the second round of the draft? Very rarely are people interested in what happens in the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. And they
All
said,
the action shit happened in the first two rounds. All the action, like all
right,
the things that you expect to go should be gone.
right,
I watched
right,
the third round. I
Mm-hmm.
watched some of it.
right.
I watched
No,
a little bit.
I watched the whole draft, and I mean watched it. Like I sat in front of the TV, watched. I didn't have my phone. I was actually eating, watching the draft, and
I had shit to do.
but they
But
said very rarely does anybody watch anything past the first, second round, the first day of the draft. So the only way that they can keep eyes on it is to keep somebody in it that everybody's waiting to see go. So by them holding Shedeur until the fifth, they did get a lot more eyes on that second, third, fourth, and fifth, or third, fourth, and fifth round. That's into day 3 right there.
and that's yeah.
You know, Kuiper said he ain't never had this happen to him. His grade, like on Shedeur, was top 10, and he fall to like 5th. He said that shit crazy.
Right. I mean,
Like, I don't even know what's going on.
it's more than anybody wants to admit, but I feel like revenge tour. It's revenge tour time. So now, go ahead, like you said, we know in Cleveland it's going to be Dylan Gabriel versus Shedeur Sanders for the starting spot. I don't see how Dylan can or Shedeur is going to lose that unless they're hating in the locker room as well. Don't get me wrong. I think Gabriel can.
No, I feel like he's gonna get love in the locker room for sure.
I think he's gonna get love from players. I think it's gonna be a player
Because his
situation
game
where
is
they're like,
good.
we want him in.
Yeah.
You said what? You don't think so, Mount?
Nah, not Shedeur. I think y'all got too much faith in Shedeur.
Who else, Mount? You think they're going with Gabriel? They're not
I mean,
going
they
with
could.
Flacco.
They
No,
could.
Austin's still on the
Gabriel's
team.
not bad. He might. It's all about the offensive scheme too. What kind of offensive scheme does Shedeur run at Colorado?
I don't know.
Correct.
Right. Let's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't remember Shedeur being under center a lot, and that shit plays a factor too. Like, you know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
used to being in the spread a lot.
But that, I mean, Oregon does have
We got the big.
a pro style offense. I will say that. But I mean, at the end of the day, that it's a lot of players that get drafted to a lot of places that are you speaking? You're on mute if you're speaking. It's a lot of
No, I think
players
he
that
was
get
talking to
drafted
somebody
to a lot of places
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, it's
that
all
didn't
about. I didn't
match
see
their
him.
college.
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, he already took a lot of hits. You know what I'm
It's
saying? And that was
only
in the spread.
it's only what, maybe 10 teams that run a pro style offense in college. So you got to think the bulk of the players aren't coming into a situation that they're just comfortable with.
Right.
So I'm not that we can't use that as an excuse. Well, we might not have run the offense. Hella quarterbacks get picked up that didn't have a pro style experience in college.
And how many pan out though? You just say you see your boy Zach Wilson supposed to be a big
BY Young
prodigy.
is not a pro
Trey
style.
Trey Lance supposed to be a big
North
prodigy. I'm talking about
Dakota
guys.
also not.
I'm talking about, but these guys were highly. But let's not play the tape back. These guys. Oh, that's cool. Play the tape back. These guys were highly named quarterbacks going into the draft,
But you
regardless. Though.
named 2 high school teams though.
I mean, that's
BYU,
how. I mean, but I
North
mean,
Dakota.
you're saying that, Cliff. Like you're saying that, and I understand. But I think,
Steve.
yeah,
You said what?
BYU got some stuff. They got Steve Young.
that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day,
I'll give you Steve Young.
I can't name.
We talking about back in the Montana era.
We talking about
Who since?
I can't name nobody.
Yeah, I can't.
I mean,
either.
they've had wide receivers and tight ends, I think, or like different type of it's not
right.
maybe guys.
We talking about a quarterback. We talking about the conductor of your offense.
Right.
You can't name
some
none.
guys. Some guys just pan out, and some guys don't. You know what I'm saying? It's just the name of the game.
Either way it goes, like we said, I'll give you Steve Young. Name somebody in North Dakota State.
I ain't gonna lie.
Name somebody in North Dakota State.
I mean, like you said, Wentz had a good first year. He was up for
year,
MVP.
and then what? Backup.
Well, that's because he got
Other
hurt.
than
Cliff,
Indianapolis.
we gotta call it what it.
But again, a lot of people get hurt and come back and still perform. Derek Carr broke his leg and came back and was still had a 4,500 yard season. There's a lot of players that take injury. Think about old ass Aaron Rodgers.
And look how he
Torn
played.
Achilles. It doesn't matter. He made it through the entire season with a New York Jets offensive line at the age of 39. Stop.
You think he bounced? You say he bounced back though?
You don't bounce back in New York. So even if he didn't get hurt, it was going to be a problem. It was going to be an uphill climb for him. The New York Jets are not a team that you can just think, oh, he's going to be protected. At least he'll not be protected. That motherfucker was forced to have rushing yards at the age of 39. You hear me? You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just don't like. I don't care what your numbers say, because like we said, Shedeur's entire career from Jackson State to Colorado to winning reputation, right? Turning organizations around and shit, right? And then you look at a quarterback like Zach Wilson, and you say Zach Wilson is a top 10 quarterback, top 5 quarterback, drafted first round, second pick. Then you look at a Shedeur and you say, oh, he's a backup. He's a backup. He's a cocky backup. We don't even want him in the. I'm just saying, at least point out the hypocrisy in it, right? Point out the hypocrisy. A BYU quarterback, a Brigham Young quarterback can go number 2. But a guy who's changed multiple organizations falls to pick 144.
But at the same time, I feel like Zach Wilson in college, he was more athletic than Shedeur was. He was more.
I don't know if
he
I
had
say.
more throwing.
I don't know
He
if
had
I
more
say
accuracy.
athletic.
I feel like Shedeur. You said what?
I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just gonna say I wouldn't quite say more athletic. I would say more willing to use his feet.
Yeah.
But you would be.
Listen, Zach Wilson, when he was coming out, he was promising. I think he was a better prospect than Shedeur. I'm not gonna lie to you, especially coming out of college.
Zach Wilson came out
Just
with
like
Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else was in that? Mac Jones.
Was CJ in that or no?
No, CJ came
No.
after Justin.
Uh,
But out of all them quarterbacks that I named, Mac Jones is your 2. Your second pick.
Mac Jones.
That goes to show that your scouting report was incorrect. You were incorrect when you scouted him that high.
Correct.
You were incorrect when you
that
scouted him
happens,
there.
though. Look at Ryan Lee.
So, and that's all I'm saying. If it happens, then let's not speak in objectives. Let's not speak in facts like you know Shedeur is a backup quarterback. Let's not speak in facts like you know Kenny Pickett is gonna pan out at the number 1 pick. Let's just not do that. Let's leave room for motherfuckers to be right and wrong. But like CT said, when Mel Kiper can say, first time this has ever happened to me, usually get it right, that says something in itself. When you see so many people actively on TV pointing out that something doesn't smell right, because you got to think, a lot of them people work for the mouse. They working for Disney. You don't go against the flow of traffic here. So for you to stand out and say something doesn't smell right, something gotta be rotten somewhere. Somewhere. So
I ain't gonna lie. I think Shedeur would have fit perfect in Las Vegas, though. I ain't gonna fake.
I mean, I think so. Definitely sitting behind a Geno Smith, because we've had a conversation about that in the past, where a lot of the reason why these quarterbacks like your Zach Wilsons and them aren't panning out to be what they should be is because you're throwing them immediately into the fire without them seeing how it should be done first. So if you know you got Geno for 2 years, why not let Shedeur sit back for 2 years? Look at Jordan Love. He sat for 6 behind Rodgers. As soon as Rodgers left, Green Bay started making playoffs. Because he got to sit and watch.
You don't want to. If you ready, you ready.
But Jaden Daniels was a head and shoulders Heisman pick. Like, you can try to put Bo Nix up there with him, but it wouldn't have worked. If you talking, you and me about...
got his team to the playoffs too.
That's gonna put us back on the road.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what Shedeur do. I mean,
Bo Nix got his team to the playoffs too.
He did. He did. He had an amazing.
DJ looked nice his first year.
He had an amazing season for sure.
I mean, RG3 looked great too coming out of Baylor.
He looked better his first year than his second year.
RG3 was great coming out of Baylor. Redskins just didn't do anything to protect him or provide him with any options.
He ain't pan out. And you think Cleveland's going to provide Shedeur with options?
big man out there.
I mean,
What they signed?
They
What'd you say,
already got
CT?
some.
Deontay Johnson? He's washed up. G, he ain't been relevant since what was it? Carolina or or whoever he played for originally. Pittsburgh. He was decent in Pittsburgh. He did a little bit better
Injury-wise,
after,
it's easy to
He
get
was
after
off.
nice.
Pittsburgh.
You're talking about injuries. Injury-wise, yeah, you can get your leg bent backwards, and you ain't gonna walk the same for the rest of your life.
Him and Jerry
And
Judy.
you got to think, Cliff, the NFC North has been a tough division for years now. Like Ravens and Steelers be hitting niggas. And Shedeur's already getting hit in college. What do you think's going to happen on the Browns? Like,
But he got sacked 50 times.
He's gonna have a way better line.
exactly. That was at
he is gonna have
Colorado.
a way better line, and
He's
you
gonna have a way better
motherfuckers
line,
forget
way
that he
better.
was only in Colorado for 2 years. That's not even enough time for your recruiting classes to start
Yeah, they
coming
had to
in.
throw something together. Yeah.
You don't even have time to recruit anyone in 2 years.
Yeah, but they had transfer portals. Cliff, the game's different now. This ain't the traditional.
Correct.
Not the
They
first year.
No, the
They
first
still
year.
had some players that was playing for Colorado.
Exactly. The first year they did. They only brought in a select few from Jackson State. It wasn't like they transferred their whole team.
Exactly.
And none of them were on the O line.
Well, right. That's on. Why didn't Prime get some of his guys?
He doesn't have you. You
Most
can't if you don't
watched,
have
They didn't
time.
have no guys to be putting on the line like that.
It's must-see TV.
Yeah,
Like when
but
you watch them, they set
I'm
records.
not going off of that, Cliff. Bill Belichick stepped right in and already got hella like decent recruits for UNC and transfers and shit. Like Bill Belichick already.
You're talking
before the
about
season
North
started.
Carolina, though.
And Bill Belichick.
Right.
Yeah, but North Carolina sucks
Yeah,
at
that's
football. They're
different in
terrible.
Colorado.
North Carolina school itself
Period.
is making bread off of basketball, bread off of other sports. It's not like
When you brought in
Colorado.
Bill's different. Like he's gonna
Yeah,
get you
that's
to the
true.
league.
And then we talking about
that's
listen.
true.
I'm not saying they have the best weapons.
A six-time Super Bowl champion.
But I'm saying that
What?
Dion's an influence, right?
I'm
You know
not
what
saying
I'm
that they have the best weapons, but Cleveland
They
has
trying to turn
Jerry
that to the
Judy,
Patriots.
Cedric Tillman, Deontay Johnson at they wide receivers. You already know they got Njoku. We waiting to see if they're gonna re-sign Chubb. It's not like you're alone out there.
It's not about that, Cliff. Again, you're not looking at the division, bro. Look at the opposition. Kyle Hamilton is an all-pro safety.
But it doesn't
Dog,
matter.
Ravens.
It doesn't matter who you plug in, Mouth. They're still gonna play in that division.
Right. But the point is, some people are going to play better than others. That's a lot of pressure for a rookie quarterback to come play in the NFC North, even with Lamar.
Right.
Take it back to Lamar if you want to.
And we've had this
Even when he
conversation
first
before.
came in.
Name a great Cleveland quarterback.
Exactly. There is none.
Right.
And nothing changed.
Bernie Kosar.
Cliff, the 144th pick doesn't change that either, is what I'm trying to say.
You don't know that.
What I'm trying to say is that's your best option. If your 144th pick is
But
your
I don't
best
think
option,
it is. When you have two veteran you always say that you should go with the veteran guy first.
Deshaun is hurt.
No,
So
Flacco
he's out.
still got it.
Flacco is 40. He doesn't still have it.
We didn't see where Flacco's going to
He's gonna
offer.
start the first couple games, definitely.
Yeah, he's
He
a
don't care.
plug in, help you out for a few, but he's not an all season quarterback.
He's good. Yeah, he's good for one or two
Come
good
on.
games. Yeah.
What are we talking about here? It's gonna be Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders, and if you want to
Talk
be
about
hard,
getting beat up.
if you want to be
He gets
hard
beat
on
up.
Shedeur Sanders, you can say 1A, 1B. They're both on the exact same level.
Shedeur about to kill dude. Watch. I just got a feeling dude's about to tour.
I mean, I feel like it's revenge tour.
Like, I thought he had a chip on his shoulder before. Like, I think this.
He had a good face
turned
about it. He made it seem like it didn't hurt him. I know he went to his room and locked the door.
Oh, he cried in that room.
He cried.
He cried in the car. I promise you that.
They said
Bruh, after the draft party, you see the draft party they had? Like, the first
that shit
night
was
was
light.
crazy.
That shit was
Like,
I hope everybody have a good night. Make sure y'all get a plate.
really need a beer for it.
Like,
I seen no name niggas with more family in the background and shit.
Second
I'm
night.
God damn. Hey, my one nigga was taking a shit who got drafted by the Browns. That was crazy. Who was it? Dude was I can't remember who it was. He went earlier than Shedeur.
They took a shit without his phone.
But like his family had his phone, so like they called right and said they was gonna draft him, and they told him that he was in the bathroom, and it was all cheering, and he came out the bathroom and he heard him cheering, and then he got on the phone with the GM or whatever.
Listen,
Like,
motherfuckers be
damn.
nervous. I'm nervous. My fucking guts
Nigga had
bubbling.
bubble guts.
Shit,
Right.
I don't know what might happen tonight.
He had them bubblies.
Shit, I get it.
Oh, shit, dude.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, it was a good draft. What do you think, CT, y'all gonna get out of Travion?
Travion who?
Henderson.
Chance to start.
Oh my god.
Oh, he automatically is your starter.
I don't know.
Got to.
He's not.
No.
Ramondre Stevenson is not beating him for the starting spot.
Depends on the Henderson stay healthy. Yeah, Ramondre probably might beat him out. Let's keep.
Ramondre Stevenson is not beating him for the starting spot.
Because you can't expect him to play down after down.
And if he do, he gonna do you like he did last year, and you gonna have multiple games where he averaging 2.3 yards a carry.
Who, Ramondre?
Yeah.
We way
better.
New
coach and new system now. New coach.
We way better this year.
They got Vrabel. They got Stephon Diggs.
Last year.
I like he did a couple, but it wasn't. There was no
catching the ball,
no consistency
catching the ball
from
for game
Ramondre.
Like,
there was no consistency from him.
But when we got Brissett in, for the most part. Like, get the fuck out of here.
But I'm the running back. I don't need the handoff is no yards. Just put it in my...
They boxing it up. It's box.
Listen,
the fuck?
Your run game is supposed to open up the pass game. You hand me the ball, let me work. I don't care who's handing it to me.
He can't pass. They know he can't pass. He's throwing me the ball screens every time.
He'll get you something.
He'll get you 8.
He'll get you in field goal range.
Yards probably a game.
He'll get you in field goal range for sure.
He'll get you 100 yards. He'll throw 2 picks, maybe 3. He was whack. I'm glad he's gone. And then you see the rookie. We should have started him from the jump. We would have been in the playoffs.
Who? You talking about Drake?
If we would have started Drake from the jump, yeah.
Oh, I can't see a world where Travion doesn't beat Ramondre out for that. I just don't know.
Coming next year, we picked
what
up
he
some
does.
Boys.
I like that. The Will Campbell pick.
I like the DB we picked up from Memphis.
That Will Campbell pick is a good pick for y'all.
The DB from Memphis, I looked him up. He's cold.
I don't know who that is off the top.
Start crying, you gotta be worried, nigga. There's something wrong with
You said what?
Will Campbell, that nigga was crying and shit when they picked him. Like, I'll defend this nigga. I'll fight.
This nigga said, right. Nigga said, die. Oh, he on a different time. He on a different time.
Hernandez. You don't need no one of them, nigga. You need to just chill out. Listen, play the game, baby.
Will to the Pats, baby.
Yeah, that's a good pick, man.
I knew we wasn't gonna get Travis. I knew he wasn't gonna.
Now that's that far. I guess that's why I'm feeling that way about the Raiders, because it's like if y'all go on O-line, then go for it. Get somebody like that.
Oh, you know they're gonna be all pro.
Yeah, go for it. Why are you drafting backups?
We need to get a line like I ain't gonna say.
And there were a few in the draft, right? There were a few linemen in the draft. You didn't have to just have Will Campbell or Mimbu, or there were other people in the draft. Like now we're at an era where niggas used to pick, like they would pick centers in the NBA strictly off of criteria, not your stats. How tall is he? What's his reach like? What's his hand width? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like that is wild to me. I don't give a fuck if the lineman is 6'7", 395 if he can't fucking block. They were trying to drop Will Campbell out of the top because they said his arms are only 33 inches. Come on, like what era are we in?
That is kind of. How tall is this nigga? His arms only 33 inches.
What is it? Crazy.
I don't know.
I'm 6'4". I got a 7 foot some change wingspan. I'm not an NFL player. I'm just saying, like, nigga, I'm average as fuck. Nigga, why was your arm so short? But he's probably strong. If you get a hold of a nigga, it's over with. So.
Oh yeah.
He's 6'6". Half being a lineman is holding. Let's just keep it real.
6'6",
6'6".
6'6", 324.
Nigga walk around with
Oh
these.
my God, dude, huge.
Hey, who's that one nigga from Florida that got drafted? I don't think he's
Oh
gonna make
shit!
it in the NFL. The
Who?
nose
Like
guard.
450
The
pounds.
nose guard, the defensive tackle
Oh,
that's like
I know
fat
Yeah,
as
exactly what you're talking
fuck.
about.
450 pounds.
They don't think he gonna make it in the NFL. I mean, when I say make it, I mean like conditioning wise. Like he's gotta lose weight.
I mean,
They,
he
they
pretty
gotta get that kid to lose weight.
he pretty agile and quick for that size though.
Yeah, but when you playing 60 minutes and
Yeah, don't say
trying to chase down Saquon Barkley and Trayvon Henderson and
he'll
Genty,
Oh
lose
no, you
weight.
know what he is. He's just there for. He's just a plug.
That's what Vince
right? He
said.
looked like he built like
Yeah,
Big
he's
X the
not.
Blood.
Goal line.
He just be in there, but he's dumb. If you can take up two linemen, if you can
Right.
take two linemen,
That's all we need. We don't care
You
if you
don't
get a
want-
tackle. We don't even care if you see the backfield. Just stop these two players from getting on them two.
Yeah.
He's a plug.
Regardless of the people, get them out the way. And let me do my swim technique.
But I guarantee you they will get him more in shape. But again, they're starting to draft based off of like height measurements and size measurements alone. So I doubt that they want him to get too much lower than what he is, because that's why we got you.
Yeah, but we need you for the long haul. We need you to get in shape.
Not necessarily. They're gonna play. They're only gonna play with like
Right.
third down,
Right.
fourth down.
Situations. Yeah, I mean,
The nigga's not gonna be in the dog package, nigga. We can't put you in that, nigga.
I mean, beyond that, you want the kid to live like at the weight and size he's at. That motherfucker's gonna die in his 40s.
That's what I said. They're gonna have to get that down.
It's beyond
Need it
just
for the
even
long
the
haul.
play third down, fourth down. Like, what about this nigga's health long term? This nigga is going. You know what I mean?
but I mean, you still playing football. Playing football it's listen. You only get 2 months off before OTAs and training camps and mandatories.
They be having fines for being
Yeah, but they
right.
even told
They
Jamarcus Russell's fat ass, you can't be coming here looking like that. Eventually, they get tired of shit. You know
It's
what
not
I mean?
even about getting tired. Like Aaron said, they'll have a cap on him. They'll have a over under. You cannot be over this weight. You cannot be under this weight. He'll be capped. He'll get there eventually, but I guarantee
They gonna
you
track
it
his
won't
fat
be
ass calories every day. They gonna have a monitor on his fat ass.
It's hard to do NFL. It's hard to do football or anything during the summer and not lose weight,
right.
no matter what it is you do. So that just in that he'll lose 15, 20. Now will it go from 450 to 350? I don't think that's happening. They'll probably go like four. They'll probably make it like 400, 410.
He's
Something that's
6'6".
hard.
He's 6'6", 464.
Yeah, you gotta get.
You said, hold on. You said he's 6'6", 464.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go get my little brother.
The cap should have been 375, 380.
I don't think that's that bad when you consider you got like your 6'1", 6'2", 350s.
Yeah, that's big.
But anybody pushing 500 pounds, Cliff, that's not a healthy trait. That's not something.
Running up and down.
Yeah, that's not healthy.
It's not. I mean, I'm gonna speak from the big nigga in this group because y'all niggas don't seem like y'all like big and fat. I don't know how tall y'all niggas is, but you know what I'm saying. I walked around at 300 pounds, 6'5" for a while, and
That's fine. That's 300's not 500 though. We're talking.
Yeah, but still, at that, I still had health problems. I had to drop 50 pounds. Nigga, I had to.
But
I mean, that could be other things too. You know what I mean?
Right.
People can't help genetics. And
again,
stuff.
I want to bring it back to you weren't doing training camps, OTAs, everything like that.
Dude in shape.
There's a reason why they drafted him, right? Like for you to be that big and still be that mobile and that able to get into the backfield, that says something.
To attack the football like that, yeah.
Trust and believe
crazy.
he wasn't slacking in practice or he wouldn't have been on the team.
Right.
Fact.
So he's still able to move at that size. And
it'd be funny if he's beating all the other dudes in drills.
Right.
That'd be some fun.
And Aaron, I'm not, not to like low blow you by any means. I'm sure a lot of it's a little more muscular than just walking around at that weight.
I've been playing the game of drinking smoke for a long time.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I was like 30% some body fat.
Right. That's all I'm saying. Or if you want to flip it, and it's that big of a deal that he 464 pounds, then how the fuck did Shedeur slide to the 5th round?
Still breaking
I didn't think about it
Niggas
being kind of
drafted niggas about
muscle.
to have heart attacks, but my nigga can't get in.
Nigga falling asleep during the interviews and shit. How
That's
do you see
crazy.
him as a nose tackle? Dominating
That's crazy.
into the ball. This nigga falling asleep.
I do like the I don't know if I like that. Your boy Ted McMillan, they got at least got what's the name, need some more help. Bryce Young. It's gonna be interesting to see what he can do.
They gave him some pigs.
It's gonna be interesting to see what he can do with him. And then Malk had the 2 Michigan boys going top 10.
Wait, what you talking about? 2 Michigan boys, huh?
Mason Graham went 5th to the Browns, and
Oh, he went to the Cowboys, man. I was laughing. This dude from Michigan. Is that who did you mention him? Somebody went to the
Yeah.
Cowboys from Michigan too. I was like,
I know who
trash.
that is too. I ain't write it down.
I said, man, can't stand Cowboy fans. I ain't never met fans so hopeful.
Shit.
This year's gonna be our year.
It
Browns,
was
Browns fans are the most hopeful fans I've ever been in my life.
Yeah, they'd be too. Yeah.
hold up. What the fuck is this? Okay. There we go. Wait a second. Is this Dallas?
Cowgirls.
Yeah, I know. It's not showing nobody from Michigan.
Oh, for Dallas, I thought they got somebody from
Yeah,
Michigan.
no. Yeah.
Mason Graham went the first 10.
Yeah, Mason Graham went 5th. And Colston Loveland went 10th.
Okay.
Who was it then? It was. I don't know. I'm not about to keep looking though. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not about to keep looking. But yeah, I like that Jahad Campbell pick. I don't see how you win the Super Bowl and still get one of the best picks at 31.
That's available.
I just don't understand it. I don't see how he dropped that low, to be honest.
That's available.
Yeah.
You got 200 niggas trying to get drafted. You pick 31. Maybe they're a little bit better than 31, maybe a little bit worse, but that's available.
I'm not mad at that.
But I mean,
that's the only time the Raiders do good in their selections is when they go best available.
Yeah,
fuck who you think you want. Get the best available. I mean, unless it's just a need that you don't have, I understand passing on that, but I don't even know if that's the case, because you got to think, we drafted Mike Mayer in 2023 and then went right back and drafted Brock Bowers in 2024, and both of them were top tight ends that year, their year. So that wasn't even your need. Brock Bowers wasn't even your need because you already had Mike. But just from drafting best available, he done broke all kind of records for you. So best available might be a good strategy even if it's not your need.
Drafting in any sport is hard, man. You just gotta. It's not a thing. You think you have a room of professionals and shit. At the end of the day, it's hard to pick. Even if you pick the position that you hard to pick that right person even sometimes.
Right. No, I agree. That's why I say let's just not be so objective about it. Like everything is factual. Like because you got your job you know for a fact this nigga will be here, or this nigga won't pan out, or this nigga should be a first round pick. We see fuck ups every year.
It ain't got your job. It's trying to keep my job. That's what I think. I'm trying to keep my job. I'll be firing them niggas left and right.
They do. But we're at an era where they get rid of players left and right. You bring a rookie QB in and start him his rookie year, and that rookie doesn't pan out, he's gone the next year. Like we said, Kenny Pickett is on his third team and has only been in the league for 2 years. This will be his third year.
Nigga that drafted him is fired. You fired.
That shit crazy.
Who drafted Kenny Pickett? Raise your hand.
Right. See yourself out. Warriors getting scraped right now.
I seen that.
61-38 in the second.
Is Jimmy playing?
Mm-hmm. Jimmy just dumped.
Yep.
Oh, Jimmy just put one up on.
Yeah, the Rockets putting belt to ass. They putting belt to ass. Curry ain't been balling. Butler ain't been balling. I'm like, man, this shit is rigged for real.
I mean,
every game.
The Rockets know this is a closeout.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but I mean, so did Miami. And they still got closed out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But Miami is not the Rockets.
The Warriors ain't the Cavs.
Nigga.
The Cavs was number one on top the
Rockets
entire
is number
time.
2 in the West.
What you mean the Warriors ain't the Cavs? The Warriors is nice, bro, and don't let's not pretend like they had Jimmy the whole season. They got Jimmy towards the very end.
Completely understood. That's the only way they made it to the playoffs.
Right. So
but
what I'm saying is,
one
don't
man in
underestimate
Jimmy
it.
Butler does not put you on the level of a team who was number one for damn near the whole season.
But we can't say that again. Jimmy wasn't there the whole like. It'd be different
with or without Jimmy, the Warriors ain't number one. The Warriors with Jimmy Butler is knocking off OKC.
They might have, nigga. If he been there the whole season the way they playing, they might have.
So
Hell no.
They might have.
The Thunder's too.
They've been battling OKC in the playoffs. They've been battling in the playoffs. They battled them last year, the year before.
They didn't have Hardenstein.
That's fine, and they didn't have Jimmy.
And they didn't have Chet at the time either. Chet was hurt.
And Chet way better.
Chet came back late, but he was
Y'all
hurt.
think Kuminga nice?
He don't even play.
Yeah.
And my nigga, Pot, whatever his name, the rookie's nice too. The white boy. Right.
He's not a rookie.
Exactly.
Pajeski.
What one?
He's not a rookie.
Yeah, but he definitely in addition.
He's a young player.
He helps.
Right, exactly.
I do want to add this.
But when he go in they can't fuck with OKC. Stop it.
No, I don't think so either.
I want to give Stephen Castle his flowers. Nigga, he got Rookie of the Year. I think it's well deserved.
Okay.
Just want to say that real quick.
And we forget before Ja got hurt.
I did see that.
They was beating the Thunder by 40 before Ja got hurt that last.
They was gonna win one game.
No matter, bro. To lose by 40 was crazy.
Wait, what?
And then they came back.
Before Ja got hurt, I told you, Cliff, that the Grizzlies was up by 40 on the Thunder at halftime.
No, they was not.
It was damn near 40.
The Grizzlies,
it was a record. It was more than 27 because it was a record.
They came back from 27.
They lost by 50.
Look it up.
After Ja got hurt.
They was not up fucking 40. Stop it.
Damn near, bro. They was up at least by 30, bro. Like, what do you mean? You said 27? 30 by half is crazy.
I missed out on the conversation.
And then to come back and lose?
When Ja got hurt. Them niggas was blown after Ja got hurt. Well, clearly they was doing something.
Bro, it was already 3-0, 3-0. Was it or 2-0?
It was 3-0. That was the close. That was the closeout game that happened in. What was it?
No, I think it was the second. It was the second game.
Yeah, it was like the second game.
No, it was the third game. You're right. Third. It was the third.
Yeah,
game.
but it wasn't closeout because closeout's the fourth one, obviously.
Because Ja was saying in the press conference, he was like, I had him figured out. He was like, we should be going back to OKC 2-2 right now.
Yep.
I was laughing though because he was saying it,
but Ja's hella confident though. You know what I'm saying?
You can't be mad.
I know, but Shay's not going for that shit this year. I'm not hearing that.
And Cliff, while y'all talking, y'all better watch out for the Timberwolves, bro. If the Thunder see them, I don't know, bro. For real.
Yeah, the Thunder.
Ant's him, bro. I've been saying
It
that.
was 70. It was
They can
70.
shut Ant down.
No, they can't,
J Dub,
CT.
Luke
Couldn't
Dort.
nobody on that team
Yes,
fuck with Ant.
It
Stop
couldn't
it,
have
bro.
been the
CT,
second
Dort
he's
got
game.
shitting on
fucking
LeBron.
defense.
He's shitting on LeBron.
It was
He's shoving LeBron in the gym.
LeBron is
No
fucking
bullshit.
40.
Wait a minute.
Shut up.
yeah.
No
Hold up.
opinion.
Fucking
No
40. He was
bullshit.
never in his prime. He was
What?
never in his prime, you
My
goofy.
nigga played he was shoving
His
LeBron. Talking
prime.
about, oh, where's the call at? Anthony's being too aggressive. This nigga coming at LeBron, chirping in
Nigga, he
Luka's
is
ear.
40. Be for real.
What's
for
that
real.
mean? He's the one that chose to keep playing, so I gotta give niggas credit. Oh, they 40, so give him some slack.
But he's
Nigga,
not
you
at his
chose to
he's
keep
not at his
playing.
peak. Anthony Edwards is going in his prime. What are you talking about? LeBron's
Man,
over his prime. Stop it. Stop it. You can't talk about it.
Hey, Ant's killing the OG.
Lakers are going to win then?
And
LeBron's
is
way
him.
over his prime, but still looking
Ant's
great.
him. But
Stop
CT,
playing.
and is shitting on all his, all his, whatever you want to say, like the nigga role models.
They're
nigga.
fucking old.
No, I'm not hearing that, bro. I'm not hearing that.
In the NBA, they got 30,000 fucking points. Yes, they're old in the league, bro. What are you talking
But
about,
CT,
bro? Got
if
40,000
they felt like
points.
they were old, they would retire. They clearly feel like they
Why the
still
fuck
got
would
it.
you retire? That don't mean you got to retire just because you fucking get beat. That don't mean you got to retire.
If I'm old and I'm getting beat by these young niggas like that, I'm gonna probably consider it.
I won't think about it, my nigga.
Right. Thank you, Aaron.
No.
Please. I'm just saying because right now I'm not saying they're getting sunned,
These young guys ain't got no rings yet.
but LeBron,
Not
they
yet,
obviously
nigga.
not.
They just started.
the Lakers are probably not going to win this series. The odds are they're probably not going to win.
No.
So then next year you have to regroup. You have LeBron, you have Luka, you have two big contracts. What's your next move? How do you make them a contender?
And it was the closeout game. Either way, it wasn't 40. Game 3.
Right, I didn't say it was 40. It was damn near 30.
Game 3.5 was 70 to 52. Game 4 was 77 to 51. I knew I wasn't.
Okay, he was up then, right?
Damn near 30.
You said what? The Grizzlies were up
he
at
must
the
have
half.
been up then.
Exactly.
The
Game.
Grizzlies were up 77-51.
Which one?
Game
Both?
4. Game 4.
Just game 4, yeah.
Grizzlies were up 77-51 at half, and Thunder came back and won 114-108.
Right.
I mean,
The game Ja got hurt.
They walked y'all ahead down.
Yeah, that was the closeout.
I
That
was
was their
talking about
last
the game.
game.
Ja got hurt. He got hurt the game.
The game before, the game 3, the Thunder were up 70 to 52. And they held on to win 118-99.
Yeah.
But the Cavs they had them by almost 50 points at the half. They was doing the Heat dirty.
Yeah, it was over with.
Yeah. But there ain't no
Tyrese
Jimmy.
was cooked. I mean, Tyler Hero.
Jimmy would at least got a game if Jimmy was there.
No, I guarantee you that. Yeah, I guarantee you that. I actually thought that they was going to get at least one at home.
Hell no.
I did.
Yeah, I was drunk making bets at the sports book, and I circled the Heat by accident. And it must be fake. Turn it in, dudes like, you sure? Like, I'm sure. I'm sure. Around there ever again the whole time I'm not walking past this nigga.
Right.
How that Heat can't go, nigga?
Right. He said, I'm not walking past him. That's crazy. Listen. What happened with the Falcons, dude? I heard they got fined. I seen two different amounts, $250 and $350.
No, the team got fined $250 and the coach got
fined $350.
No, got fined. Coach got fined $100. They can't find a nigga $350. That's his whole salary. They fined him $100, and then they fined the team $250.
Oh, for a total of $350.
Let's all just be serious. I know you thought it was funny, but you just cost me $300,000. No, I'm gonna take this bell off.
You already know his son got
21 or not, you gonna have to get over
fucked.
this knee right here.
You 23, I don't give a shit.
At that point, you fuck the belt. We throwing blows, G.
It might have to come too.
I'm about to take 100,000 out your ass right now.
That's too
You
much.
see, they did it to Carter too.
Oh, Abdul.
Mm-mm. I didn't see that.
So
That's
That
so
me and him
ignorant.
was like, we knew there was
was
a prank
wrong,
call.
man.
It was like it was a prank call. Said the Jaguars moved up and traded for you. It was weird how they fucking knew that though,
Oh
but
yeah, they got
it
Abdul
was
Carter. Yeah, they got.
Your niggas numbers. Well, I don't want to
yeah,
say
it was
that.
like the Jaguars is gonna move up and trade for
Yeah,
you
it's
and his
crazy.
pick. But him and his he was like me and Carter looked at each other. We was like we ain't even gonna tell the they was like we didn't even tell the family here nobody. And then that's when the Giants called, the real call came through, and
Niggas
they was
is
like that was
ignorant, man.
weird.
That's so
It's probably
ignorant.
the same kid. It's probably the same
You
kid.
know it was.
It
Had
had to
to
be.
been.
You know
It
it
had to be.
was.
That's what we were saying too. Like it's the only person it could have
These
been.
demons. Oh, shit.
Must have gotten his dad's phone or something. His dad must have had them numbers or something.
In the iCloud or some. I don't know how.
It was too
Dude
easy.
must have got the email. He must have because Shedeur said he sent out the email because he had just got that phone from Boost Mobile.
For real.
From Boots. That's his
And
first. That's the first problem.
Right.
Nigga, you
because he was
legendary.
like Boost Mobile gave him the phone just for the draft. Like they
That's
sponsored him. They
fine.
probably just sponsored.
If I'm legendary, I'm still saying thank you, but no thank you.
Why?
But I'm taking it. Why not for the draft? For the
I'm not
draft?
repping no Boost, bro. This is Shedeur Sanders.
I mean,
Done it.
I'm not. You're not sponsoring me. You just gave me a phone.
But that is,
What?
but that's the hidden sponsorship, right? Is I'm gonna
But when I
use
get
your
to the league,
Right?
services
No. Right. You just want.
on
You just
draft
want
day.
to have the phone seen as being answered as a Boost Mobile phone.
Exactly, which boosts
But that's
up
not a
literally.
That's not a sponsorship, really. You're not. I'm not sponsored by you. You just want.
I think it would have been after he got
It's
drafted,
called,
though.
it's
I think it
called, it's
would have
called
been a
product
sponsor
placement.
after the fact. It would have been
Product
probably a
placement.
video after with him couldn't.
It's just
Where
called
you
product.
at?
I
When you
seen
back,
Travis
Bro,
Joe a lot of
where
those.
you at? That shit crazy.
I don't know if y'all niggas remember that. Are y'all old enough to remember that? The
They don't
church.
know nothing
Either
about
way,
that.
they were trying to get something out of it. Clearly, they wanted him to use the
Definitely say out
phone
of church
They don't know
phone.
as
nothing about that.
advertisement.
That chirp will get you in trouble, though. Get you in trouble.
Straight through, you ain't got to answer or nothing. That shit
Right,
just
what
comes
was
straight.
on speakerphone? Like, hey.
Boost took their sponsorship away from Shannon Sharp now.
You
Shannon,
About if you watch
Shannon.
Nightcap now, they don't mention they
Bro,
don't
you know
say the
what
Boost
happened?
Mobile sponsor no
Some
more.
allegations came out.
You said what?
Some allegations came out, and he was a black man.
He lost all of them because he don't say none of them on the show no more.
Right. He probably just be like, all right.
He's in a good enough position
I
where
want to thank
And then
yeah,
Ocho put a jersey because they got Nightcap and then it's sponsored by Boost Mobile, but they Ocho put a jersey over the Boost Mobile part, so it just say
yeah.
Nightcap.
give me
So
no
it's
money.
like
He can't be doing that, and he's allegedly, we know it's probably not true, but the shit he's being accused of is
took
that's
that
serious
sponsor.
allegations.
That's ugly how fast they could just take something like that.
I mean,
They do it every
There's
time, don't
big
they?
boys out there, man. That pussy dangerous, boy.
That's one thing they can say about Braun. They
you
ain't
ain't
never took
wrong.
from Braun.
But I mean, you should know by now. Like, my nigga, you made it through the trenches. You made it through your career as one of the best tight ends when you knew motherfuckers was out to get you. And then when you get 56, you like, fuck the
Vulnerable?
moral, fuck all the bullshit. I'm going with the 19 OnlyFans shit. Why?
You do that, you scratch her off and move on.
It's crazy.
Not wrong. I'm just saying. Like, what are you doing trying to make shit last for?
I mean, my whole thing is, I'm not gonna say that. I mean, yeah, no, I will say it. She wasn't even cold enough to want to come back to. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I can understand, we're talking about of legal age, right? I can understand having money and seeing a little young thing and being like, oh my gosh, like, I'm interested in that. But to do that, right? Whether that I'll cut out, I won't say that. But to do that and then to come back to it And then on top of that, to leave a paper trail? Don't text my phone. Why are you texting my phone?
I left $1,000 on the dresser. You didn't get it?
Don't. Why are you texting my phone? I'm not even about to text you back. Call me when you're free is the only text you get back from me. Call me when you're free.
I wouldn't even do that, bro.
But I mean, even doing that, call me when you're free. You gotta get
I
the
wouldn't even
phone.
do
You gotta
that.
get the phone records now.
Yeah,
Not the information isn't. Listen. She could take her phone and be like, "Look."
Yeah.
You feel that just that easy.
With iPhones, you can't. Apple won't let you check text messages past text messages, so they won't let you go back. So Apple, if y'all ever have a situation in life and then you check your iPhone for messages, at least as until now, Apple will not go back and show you old text messages. They won't do it.
Well, I know that they have a strong security. Like, I know the FBI couldn't even get in to get some information.
When she shows her phone and those text messages, they can't go and be like, "Oh, you deleted these text messages."
Listen, she was talking about 50,000 a cheek. You think she's not screenshotting?
Whoa.
You think she's not screenshotting?
I know she is. That's what I'm trying to say.
She was on her shit like, got him.
Yeah, so you delete the messages in screenshot.
Wait, what?
You delete the messages. You delete your incriminating information and keep theirs. Screenshot.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
They can't go back and check the records. Oh, you deleted X, Y, and Z from this.
Right.
Message string.
I see what you're saying. You're saying how tight her game was, not how. Well, I guess it's how loose his was as well.
The game ain't changed. Just the players do.
I just don't understand how you that old. You went through it. You saw it firsthand, and then you fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
He probably fall for AI videos. He probably watching AI videos. That's not real, huh?
Yeah, that's why white women. You gotta be careful with some of these young white women.
You gotta be careful with any woman. But I will say, as definitely a dark-skinned black man, you got 2 strikes and 1 bop. Young,
you gotta
and a white girl.
One. Yeah, you find the right one, they're gonna get your ass, whether it's true or not. They're trying to tarnish your name.
Even if the court case is a complete sham, this will forever hang over your head.
Right. That's tough. That's why it's like, why would you even deal? Why even deal?
Niggas get money and think they get away with shit, nigga. You know how it goes.
You just said it right there. That's a good wrap up for it. You are absolutely correct. Niggas get money and think they can get away with shit, think they above shit.
Nah.
And then if you're gonna be with a young white girl like that, I'm definitely not about to be talking about choking you and shit.
I'm talking about taking you to church. I'm going
right. I tried to change this girl's life. I was trying to get her off of OnlyFans and shit. I wasn't trying to choke nobody.
I'm talking about choke and slap her and punch her in the throat one time.
They ain't gonna check the messages. You booked right now. You booked.
You at least want to come pick up.
We booking him. He's not about to fight this from the outside. We're booking him right now.
Too big. Mm-hmm.
Listen, you got the Green Mile on Hillary Duff, and you think they ain't about to come lock your ass up? Like they about to lock you up.
You said murder.
You know, they don't
murder who?
We're talking about the fucking.
That shit is crazy. CT is stupid. I'm done with y'all today. Y'all got me hot, man. Y'all got me hot. And I'm not laughing at his situation. I'm laughing at y'all. You know, I do believe with the
laugh at. It's a sad situation, right? But when you're that old, it's hard not to be like, "Come on, man! You didn't see that coming."
That's what I'm saying.
And then
it's not even about the wisdom that you receive from maturity. It's about the fact that you danced around those trenches all throughout your career.
Yeah, you didn't just get money.
You know what I'm saying? You were doing your thing probably more so back then, right? Now, granted, there weren't all the different. There were still text messages, of course. So I'm sure his fool ass was.
He should have just pulled a Brady and just throw his phone.
You said pulled a Brady and did what? Oh shit! A nigga riding through the hills. A nigga riding through the.
And then the dirty.
Riding through the hills of the Berg. But you said what though? You cut out.
I was just saying he should have pulled a Brady and deleted his smashed his phone. Pulled a Brady.
Oh no, that don't work. That don't work for Green Mile niggas.
No.
That don't work for Green Mile niggas.
He got early.
He were a man first.
They would have hit him. They would have hit him. They would have looked at that as an admission of guilt. They would have hit him with tampering with evidence and the charges that he's currently facing and called it a day.
Yep. Because now you look guilty.
Right. Yeah, that don't work for niggas like that. And trust and believe Shannon Sharp don't got Green Mile powers. He ain't gonna touch you in the temple and have you come to a realization.
Well, I did realize in his defense, not his defense, but smart on his part, he had a good Rolodex of interviews to still put out. So despite he's going through this little bullshit, he's had like more and more interviews still come out.
That he's making money off of to...
So he still do it. He had the interview.
Right.
Interview, some shit.
Yeah, best case scenario, he is blackballed from the quote-unquote industry. Right, ESPN and all that, but he still would have all of his private endeavors to still make money from. And it's still going to be fans that's going to listen regardless. So I don't really see him being in an awful situation unless they find proof that everything she said was true.
I'll say it kind of, but you know, there's a lot of men in his position that probably feel for him.
Right. There's a lot of men that probably been through it and like, listen, that's
what I'm trying to say. Like they've been through this whole process and they're trying to blindly, you know, support him. So I don't know what the true circumstances are. So I'm not gonna say anybody's innocent.
Right.
I'll say y'all both guilty though. He made a mistake and she may or may not have made a mistake, but she probably should have pushed his shit so far. Here's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to say anything.
I know what you're saying. I get
you know what I'm saying? But people are taking advantage of situations.
I mean, but that's happened since the beginning of time, which is why it's so like frustrating to be like, damn, now, Shannon, now you just had Monique on there talking about get you an old bitch. Stop messing with them young girls.
I can't do that.
And you know what? In hindsight, that leads me to believe that he was fighting this even then.
Well, she probably met her and was like, oh, no.
Well, he met her at 19. Now she's 22. That Monique interview wasn't 3 years ago.
I'm talking about Monique met her and probably tried to
right.
Some game.
Or he told her about the situation and was like, don't say nothing on the interview. And she was like, get you a young bitch. You wouldn't be. Because it seems like they were tiptoeing around the subject in that interview. But I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I don't know.
You can get past it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt that.
Hopefully that young lady is okay. Let me throw that out there.
Right.
Hopefully I won't make it seem like I'm not having no. I hope she's fine.
Right. Moving on though.
Wow.
You said what? What'd you say, CT?
I said she's definitely doing fine if she's getting 25K off the cheek.
She said 50. She said she need 50 a cheek. I mean, she might. So let me stop. I was about to say she might be worth it because he clearly put his hand right back in the cookie jar. Like, you know what?
I don't see
Everybody hitting you with the R word. That's
with the
what's crazy.
availability of women. With the availability of women, I don't see the scenario of that situation. But
It's
you do see the scenario of like, I don't want to use this word, but some people have things that they're into.
right. It's the advertisement.
And, you know, there might be some things that he's into that she's into.
Right. I seen that on your videos that you do that. So would you fly out and you know what I'm saying? I seen you do that well. So
I want the platinum package.
right. I bet his old ass said something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Shannon. It is what it is, baby. It is what it is. Who y'all think is gonna be coming down in these playoffs? The way it's looking.
My heart says the Thunder and the Cavs.
Mine does too, really.
That's what I would like to see. I do see the Nuggets and the Celtics.
Austin.
The Thunder and the Celtics. And I don't see much else coming out the East besides the Cavs.
Or the Celtics. Right, I agree. And then everybody else is getting beat up. Like you're going 3-2, and you know what I'm saying? You might go 7 games. You playing a fresh ass team that's been sitting for a week and a half waiting on you. You know what I'm saying?
Healed up.
Well, the Cavs actually got the Pacers this Sunday, so they didn't get a huge break.
Pacers at 5.
You crazy than a motherfucker.
You never know. Halle B. Hey, playoff Halle B. been the thing, man.
You crazy than a motherfucker.
Every year,
Yeah, showing up.
I want to get Tyrese Halliburton, daddy. Chill out.
I agree.
Shaking nigga.
No, that's him.
Shaking nigga. No.
You shouldn't even be allowed on the court.
That picture's going to be hard.
He just didn't want to admit it. That's how I look at it.
He said he got to be in there. My son hit that game with the most underrated.
Wait, you said what, Aaron?
Yeah.
How you look at it?
I look at it, if you're sorry afterwards, I mean, you were sorry when you did it.
Mm-hmm.
Halfway through that shit, you're like, I probably shouldn't be doing this.
Oh, you know he was lit?
Yeah, so he shouldn't have done it.
7.
You know what? Patrick Mahomes' dad kind of did the same thing, huh?
So does John Morant dad.
Yeah, but his dad can't get on the actual field, though.
He was, after the game was over, he was on the field smoking his cigar.
But he
didn't get nobody's.
No, he didn't get nobody's face.
Right.
But you know better. Let's be honest. These niggas are still padded the fuck up.
If I'm Tyrese, I'm going to go get my dad. That's Giannis. I don't know if you know him or not.
I mean,
name an NBA player putting paws on the nigga other than Steven Jackson, Jermaine O'Neal, and
Doc Randolph.
You talking about nowadays?
Right. Well, nowadays there is none.
Isaiah Stewart.
Doc Randolph.
Isaiah Stewart will rush you like he wants to put hands on you.
Draymond Green putting them slick hands.
Draymond Green will catch you coming out of a practice facility, but even he knows well enough not to get you on the court.
Right. But as his father, son won the game. That's great. You don't just go walking up in the best player on the other team's face.
Right.
Right. If you do that, it's still respect. Like, hey, look, young man, I know you tried hard.
Right.
Whatever it may be, but you don't go and be like, hey, nigga, that's that wasn't a good light on him. Would I have done the same?
He might have been intoxicated.
Opportunity and drunk? Yeah, I probably.
Oh yeah, drunk, and there's no telling.
All right, he needed a moment. I mean, shit.
Most
of our pops probably would have done that shit.
I can't say anything for mine.
Yeah, I know your dad definitely.
I can't even give him. You can't have front row seats.
He'd have been Jason Kidd niggas. He been dropping drinks on the ground.
You gotta sit 5th row. I need you to come down the aisle. I need to be able to see you. Dad probably would have headbutted you. I need to be able to see you coming.
There's a ruckus in the 3rd row. Seems to be
right. You can't come. I can't have you here. No, I wouldn't do it like that, but I'd be like, hey, watch his drinks. Because ain't no telling what he gonna do.
I don't think, you know your dad better than I do, but I don't think he would be.
Nah, he would be like that.
More worried about your success than another man's failure.
Right. He wouldn't be like that. I would like to
I'm
believe.
Who said he wouldn't be
I would
like
like to
that?
believe. But yeah, I know you probably about to drop off. We probably touch on these fights coming up this weekend. We got Friday and Saturday fights, and then we'll wrap it up. We coming up on an hour and a half.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Man, that's all I'm waiting on.
you said what?
I'm a fair weather fan. They're gonna wait on Crawford and Canelo.
Well, I mean that still
All
hasn't
down the line.
that still hasn't been legitimately confirmed yet.
I thought it was confirmed.
Nah, I don't think contracts have been signed just yet. That's the plan, but Canelo has a fight this weekend.
Who's he fighting?
He's fighting William Skull for undisputed. If he wins this, he's undisputed in super middleweight.
I don't know who William Skull is. Maybe I need to look him up.
He's a Puerto Rican dude. He's 23. He's 23 and 0. Yep, Ryan Garcia fighting Friday. He's fighting Rolly Romero. Rolando Romero.
That's gonna be a mess.
Listen, I mean, I'm sure
Somebody
Rolly
getting knocked out. I can tell you that much. Somebody getting knocked out.
Somebody's getting knocked out that fight. Somebody's getting knocked out. And Rolly's only 2 losses were knockouts.
They were pretty significant, yeah.
Listen, that Tank knockout, that nigga didn't even stay around for Tank's hand to get raised. That motherfucker woke up and was like, I got somewhere I gotta be. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Woke up confused, man.
Right. He was like, wait a minute.
With that, bro.
When's the fight start?
Wait a minute. Where's my phone? Is my phone ringing? Let me go back. Let me run back and get my phone. I'll be back.
I'm rolling.
They said, nah, nigga, that's your ears. That's your ears ringing. It's not your phone. But yes, Canelo fights William Scully, 23 and 0, 9 knockouts, undisputed. I really don't think it's gonna be tough for Canelo. I do think that this is I'm not gonna say it won't be tough, because I do think that this is one of the fighters that he's avoided in the past. Like, he usually, like, you don't see him fight a lot of slick fighters. And that's what William Skull is. He's like a slick head movement, counter punching type fighter. So I can see it. I can see Canelo not starting to really truly get off until like the half of the fight, till the end of the 6th. You know what I'm saying? Then I can see him start putting the beats on dude. But it's going to take him a little bit. It's going to take him at least 3-4 rounds to figure him out for sure. Because he's awkward and he's slick. I'll give him that.
Do these fights cost money?
Yeah.
Not watching them.
Yeah.
I watch the highlights.
Yeah.
No offense to them. I would watch the Rolly Garcia fight if it wasn't pay-per-view. Like, if it was a Friday night fight.
Wait, that's not. Let me make sure, because it could.
It should be.
It could be, actually. I could be lying to y'all. Let me make sure for I already spoke, but Ryan Garcia.
I highly doubt they got them as a Friday night fight. I mean, that'd be ridiculous. Or under in any way, shape, or form.
Nope. So on the zone, $59.99.
Nope.
If you want both of them, the Ryan and the Canelo, $89.99.
You want to go straight to Rosenberg first?
This says, you said what, Macho?
He was talking to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's saying, hold up, though. I felt like Inoue fought this weekend, too. I might be tripping.
Right now. You asked if who fought, Cliff?
Inoue.
Inoue, yeah, he fights this weekend, too. He fights, so it's the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th.
And the 4th, yep. He fights,
that boy, the monster. He's fighting some bro.
Ramon,
I hate that shit.
Ramon Cardenas.
Yeah. Some random ass motherfucker, bro. Like, I see that shit.
Yeah, I don't know him.
He needs to fight the motherfuckers in his weight class.
Right, but that's why he moved up.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. The weight class above him. He needs to fight the Basie Perez.
Well, wait, did he go back down? He went back down to 122?
No, I think he's at one. Shit, I don't know. I think he's at 126, honestly.
Yeah, I know he moved up. I hope he didn't move back down. You were already undisputed.
Yeah.
And the only one that was there was who? Nonito Donaire, he's not around anymore.
Okay. Want to go back up there? Oh,
Yeah,
no, yeah, I don't know, man. Honestly, in a way, it's crazy, bro. He's the truth, bro. He's really him. I honestly think he's one of them dudes that could go all the way up to like 130 pounds and be undisputed.
It's possible, I will say, but when them Nonito Donaire fights, he was getting caught with a lot of punches and he was rocked a few times. I don't know that you can get caught by a lot of them 130 pounders and be still standing to.
Honestly, but he showed he got heart. He showed he ain't
definitely that.
He showed that it don't matter what's coming his way, he coming to win.
Definitely
Niggas with heart knocked out all the time. I'm sorry to say that, but people, man, he got heart. That means he probably got his ass whooped.
No, he ain't never got his ass whooped. He's never lost, but
what I'm saying is when people use that moniker of having heart. I'm not trying to discard that.
No, but like
heart does mean you got your ass whooped.
Fight too, he got a headbutt under his eye and gave him 9 stitches. On top of his eye, some shit like that. Opened him straight up. So it's like when I mean like he got heart, it doesn't mean like he split open. You feel me? Doesn't matter what circumstance, he's still coming.
Right.
That's what's up.
And you feel me? If you put him in there, I say he's more skilled than Shakur. First of all, I think he got his distance on him. He got his power. He got everything. I think he's the most complete boxer since like fucking since a minute.
I mean,
it's really him. I think
next fight.
That's just my personal opinion.
I would agree with you with everything but durability. I feel like durability is a factor of those fights as well. And if you get rocked multiple times in a fight, your durability isn't the best.
Yeah.
So you might not want to engage in those wild exchanges, even though you got, bombs in your hands, if you know your chin might not hold up.
I gotta bounce.
Yep. We'll catch you next one.
All right, Aaron.
But yeah, as far as that goes, I mean, I know that as far the main fight I want to see is the Ryan Roley fight, just because of that sparring that they had back in the day, and Roley fucked him up.
I know it's crazy. I think Roley gets knocked out in like the 6th round. Roley don't got no chin, bro.
He don't. He has no chin at all.
41 years old.
I was saying this was now.
That was his last fight, bro.
Even Buster caught Mike Tyson one time. Mike Tyson's still him.
It's different when you get caught one time versus once you get caught every single fight. Now it's like, bro, the last 3 fights, you done been rocked.
And don't get me wrong, you got Ryan training with Derek James now too.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. We don't know what Ryan comes out like, and I do think that he's gotten the more experience since that sparring session. But I think Roley knows he can still bully him. You know what I mean? Like Roley was lightweight bullying Tank.
Oh yeah.
Roley was lightweight bullying Tank.
I think Roley is going in there with for real. He bullied Tank for 6 rounds. And it's like, for real, he's gonna come in there with that mentality, like, bro, that he's gonna knock him out. Like he's coming in there to knock Ryan Garcia out, because that's the only way he can win.
Right.
If you really think about it, he put hands to him because he knows Ryan Garcia don't got no chin.
Right. Don't got no chin, and he'll quit if you hit him to the body right. He'll quit if you hit him to the body right.
Crack his ribs.
You know, and that's one thing I will say. Roley doesn't throw any wasted shots. He's not throwing distance punches. He might hang his hand out there, his jab out there, trying to measure, but he's not wasting shots. Every shot has a purpose. In every shot, he giving everything he got into it. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I lost you too.
Did.
You still froze on my screen. Now that you know how that go, they probably riding through them hills.
My back.
Nope, still froze.
Still.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one though. Regardless, I don't know that the Canelo Skull fight is gonna be as good as the Ryan Roley. That Ryan Roley is gonna be fireworks. That's it. That's all. It's gonna be fireworks, and it's not going 12 rounds.
City with the last game.
But yeah, I don't really got much else. What we got for the hit'ems?
Man, what life can be.
Shit, fucking.
You said
fucking yeah, the Heat gotta hit him. And then shit, a couple niggas gotta hit him. The Heat, fucking Rudy Gobert's bitch ass. That nigga just be talking just to talk. Fucking well, Memphis, John Morant, that nigga, all that new celebration, grenade shit, gun shit, this and that, just to get it. I mean, he was hurt.
I mean,
get
yeah,
it,
it's not like he didn't show up though. Like he showed up.
Coach, what type of shit is that? Yeah.
hit the showers to the Nuggets for firing their coach a couple weeks ago. That's crazy. Mike Malone is him.
Yeah, that was weird.
They might win a ring though.
He won a ring. What you mean?
No, he said they might
But
win a
they
ring
still might win a ring
this year. I'm giving you. I already said Tom Brady for sure. He's definitely hitting them in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of niggas for real.
You said nope, CT. I don't care if you a Patriots fan or not. That nigga on the Raiders now. Hit the motherfucking showers.
Yeah, take 3 seconds for 6
They bench all the Warriors players. Yeah.
Yeah, it's over 93-64 in the third.
They benched all the players. They can come back.
Who's coming back?
No, he's saying the Warriors can come back, but they down 29 with 5 minutes left in the third.
Hell no, they're not coming back. Plus, they don't care about this game. They're already up 3-1.
Yep.
So they
go back to Golden State next game. Yeah,
right?
They ain't worried.
They ain't worried.
I'm also giving my hit'ems to the Steelers organization as well.
Why? Will Howard's nice.
I don't know. I just do not know. I just do not know. I'm not the biggest fan of Will Howard, and like I've always said, like you got an NFL team in college football. Every wide receiver you got has a 7-foot catch radius, and you got an offensive line that'll hold up forever. It's not going to be the same way in the league, G. Now we're going to see how you really pan out.
Yeah, but he's going to have a better offensive line.
I don't know. I don't know that he will to the equivalence.
It's National Football League in college. I mean, I like to think.
But think about how good Ohio State players are, and then think about who they play. Outside of Oregon and Michigan, they don't really play nobody. Who are the tough teams on your schedule?
Yeah, but we just had the same argument about Shedeur. We got to give people a chance, like you said. We can't just rule them out.
Shedeur, on the other hand's team grade, like the grade you would overall give his team, matched up with the division that they were in. Ohio State's team grade does not match up with the entire college football. Ohio State is so good. That's why Columbus does not have a national football team, because everybody cares about Ohio State.
Right.
So that means all of the money that they make, all of that goes into bringing in new players, not to mention that they always have a shot at the national championship. So when you look at the Toledos and all them little shitty squads that they play, like, you're supposed to rack up stats, G. You are supposed to. Yeah. Now that it's more even, we gonna see if you really who you are. And everybody giving him a Josh Allen comparison. If I was Josh Allen, I would lightweight feel disrespected. Like, for real? He's me? For real? We seen this nigga trip up on touchdown runs twice last season. And he's me all of a sudden? You could have skipped into the end zone and couldn't keep your clunky ass feet to make it there. but he's Josh Allen. Stop it. Stop the madness. I don't understand where these scouts get their information from.
Josh probably was looking like that at that point.
I don't know if he was at Wyoming. You gotta think this nigga was undrafted. That motherfucker showed up to Wyoming. Like, give me a shot. Let me show you something.
I know.
And went on to be an NFL MVP. And we're comparing somebody who had an easy route in Will Howard to... Nah, stop it. Stop it. I'll take the tested guy over the non-tested guy any day of the week.
And they're in the same division, they're going to have the similar schedules. And I mean, really, Will Howard's in a better way.
You said you cut out on the last thing you said.
Got George Pickens, DK Metcalf. I mean, Will Howard's in the better position though, talent-wise overall.
Right. No, I definitely agree with that, but that's only because Josh Allen was so good that he doesn't need all the Stephon Diggs and the Gabe Davises and all that, and he still did well without them. Khalil Shakir was your number one wide receiver last year. He was your number 3 the year before. Amari Cooper was your second wide receiver, and you still did what you did. That's the only reason that he's in a better position, because the Steelers are like, we got to make sure whoever is quarterback has it well. When you look at Josh, you like, Josh does a lot on his own. We don't need to waste the money.
He's still a free agent?
Who?
Amari.
Yeah, Amari is still a free agent. I heard he trying to come back to the Raiders. I'm like, he better fucking not.
Yeah, go be with the Raiders. Go Raiders.
Yeah, don't do that.
Amari Cooper. Oh man, take this shot.
No.
Yeah, I'm cool on Amari Cooper. You was dropping balls when you was in there when we first got you.
Yeah, but I haven't really seen besides Devontae Adams
for you though.
You say
I don't get no 1,000 for you. He don't get no 1,000. That's crazy, right there.
Did he get 1,000 with the Browns?
Amari Cooper is not getting no 1,000. His best time was in Dallas. Yeah.
He was getting 1,000 with the Raiders.
Where's it at? I need to see.
No, he has before. Yeah, he has gotten 1,000 before with the Raiders.
Yeah, Mal tried to say he wasn't.
I mean, I'm not talking about now. Like, he's not getting 1,000 yards on the Raiders.
He had no time soon. When is the last 1,000 yard? Yeah, he did get 1,000 with Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got 1,000. He got 1160 in 22 and 1250 in 23.
Damn.
Dallas, he had 1189 and 1114.
Oh, so he had more in Cleveland.
Get 1,000 everywhere he go.
Yeah, the Cleveland was his best years. That's what I've been saying. His first year he got 1,070.
No, what was it in Razors?
1,070 in 2015 and 1153 in 16. 17 he got 680 yards. In 18 he got 280 yards with the Raiders and 725 with Dallas. So that would have been 1,000-yard season as well.
Denver got 1,000 most of his years he's played. How the hell he fall off like that last year though?
3, 4, 5.
They got locked
7.
up.
Yeah, 7 out of 10.
And it hit the showers with Sauce Gardner too.
He's a fucking route runner.
Yeah, 7 out of 10. Okay.
What? You know, with Ice Spice?
That nigga distracted. He ain't played that good this year.
Hit the shower.
Because nigga, look at his stats this year. Did you hear Sauce Gardner's name this year?
Oh yeah,
the team was fucking ass.
Yeah, they've been bad on Sauce right now.
Yes, Ice Spice and them hoes is distracted.
He's winning.
He's winning what? What did he win? What did he win? He's winning off the court. You're not winning for what we paid you to do.
He's only 2 years in.
The fuck?
The fuck?
Yeah, let my nigga settle in.
Oh, that one is gonna be
let him settle in. Nigga young as fuck.
Let my nigga settle in for a minute.
Yeah, but look at the line right there. The line's right there.
He just found him son in the yard. He found him son in the yard.
Who you hit him? CT? Did I miss it or did you say it already?
I was giving it to the Warriors tonight. But shit, I was gonna think of a better one. Yeah, I got to give it to the NFL for the last Shedeur drop that far, man. That's I got to do my play.
Yeah, it just don't make sense
If
to
there's
me.
more to it,
And if it's
we
more to
gotta.
it, then just say that. Just say that shit. We don't like him. We don't like his attitude. We don't like him. Just say that shit if that's what it is. Just say it. But don't try to act like he ain't do enough to, man, stop. Like, y'all niggas is wilding.
Be mad because he walked in with the legendary chain on. Like, it's 100K. Don't be mad, man. I'm still ready to play football.
Right.
Again.
But, I mean, I ain't got nothing else. Y'all got anything to take us out?
Shit, Giants suck. Raiders will
Pat's
see what
ready,
Genty
baby.
does. I hate the showers to the Raiders for giving Genty that contract. That's wild.
Definitely.
I told you. You seen it? I told you.
Second highest running back in the league, and he ain't touched the ball yet.
That's disrespectful to all the other guys. That's so disrespectful.
I mean, the only reason why I
That's why I know
really,
Shedeur shitty. He didn't go first round.
the only reason why I
That
really
guaranteed
don't
money.
like it is because Brock went the fuck off last year.
He ain't getting paid.
Right. If anybody deserves an extension, it would be Brock, and then focus on Ashton.
Time will be up. He'll get it back when his time is up.
I don't know. The tight end market's not that deep unless you're Travis Kelce. It seemed like for real.
Shit.
No, your
you
boy.
see what they just paid the Cardinals? Cardinals tight end.
Q is
George
stupid.
Kittle fell off.
Q in the chat. He said, "I got your 20, nigga. Hit him."
That's crazy. Damn, Q. Y'all went out like that. Tyler said they wouldn't get closed out either. I was like, shit.
Damn. What was the last thing that you said though? Because it sparked something I wanted to say and I forgot.
Oh, Genty, tight end getting paid. Market.
the Cardinals
Kelsey is the third highest paid receiver right now. George Kittle's is the highest.
Yeah, that's what Macho just said.
Uh-huh.
See, he ain't really.
No, what about the Cardinals tight end?
Oh, yeah. Zach Ertz?
No, that's the other dude. I know who you're talking about.
85.
I know who you're talking about too. I can't think of his name.
Let's see.
Some hoes running.
Highest paid tight end.
Yeah, that's what I'm typing in right now. You talking about Cottom?
Nope.
Oh, this is of all time. Oh. What the fuck?
It ain't no.
Damn, bro. Oh, she running too.
What this Asian bitch doing?
McBride.
Yeah, Trey McBride.
Yeah.
George, Trey McBride,
yeah, he's second. George Kittle, Trey McBride, Travis Kelce.
Good box.
Yep, and it's all right because we know that your boy, once Brock gets up for one, he finna be the highest paid tight end.
105 to 76.
Hell yeah, Brock Purdy's a beast.
Brock Bowers.
I mean,
I know, I do that shit all the time. I do that shit.
You're a Brock Purdy fan, probably
that's crazy.
Because you like Jackson Dart. You probably are a Brock Purdy fan.
Jackson Dart got to do it, man. Listen,
Jackson Dart is finna be another Daniel Jones. If he lucky. If he lucky, he's another Daniel Jones.
Oh, come on.
Did y'all get rid of DeVito?
Hell no.
Watch, he gonna end up being right back in there.
No, we got Jameis Winston, Russell Wilson, and what's his name?
The Coochie Nagano.
Dart.
Mock is affected.
Damn, they got really do. That's about.
But yeah, I ain't got nothing else. Y'all got anything before we go?
I'm gonna let you go, motherfucker. Shit. Hell no. Are they on bullshit?
Need Brown to get this dub tonight.
They ain't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Lakers. I think they done for it, bro. I think Braun washed up.
I ain't gonna say he washed up, but
Brown finna put on that cape.
I mean, as long as he got to go
Washed
through
up is
Ant, as
fucking
long as he got to
crazy.
go through Ant, he's not going through Ant, bro.
Ant is more than Ant. Ant got Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle. He got fucking guys.
CT, who's the leading scorer on the Timberwolves?
Zach Reed.
Yeah, Nasri, he got
Why is
his
it all? It
spot.
ain't all about scoring. Goofy shit.
And Anthony Edwards
Julius
be
Randle's
averaging.
averaging like 22.
Okay, Ant's averaging 25 plus with 3+ threes and 4 rebounds with like 2 or 3 assists. And he's shoving LeBron,
Okay,
bro. Literally shoving this nigga, bro. Like shoving this
Yeah, I see that.
manhandling,
I
bro.
see that.
Right, Cliff, that's what I'm saying, bro. Let's
LeBron
stop playing.
shoving him. Get off me. Get
This
him
nigga's
off
literally
me.
running through LeBron, bro. Like no cap. This nigga's running through LeBron, bro.
Bro, but you can't expect LeBron's 40 years old, bro.
I don't
You
want to
just sound
hear
like a
that.
LeBron hater.
If you sign, there's no compassion.
Hater, hater,
It ain't no
hater.
hater, Cliff. Cliff,
He
if a
said there's
nigga
no
sign,
Biggest
if a nigga
trophy
sign
compassion.
up for
award
torture,
goes to
Cliff, if
Mouth.
a nigga sign up for
Hater
torture,
of the Year
CT,
award.
if a nigga sign up for
Hater of
torture
the
and
Year.
then complain about it, that's crazy. Don't do it then. Don't do it
Hater of the
then.
Year.
He know he got to go against Ant and them, bro. So LeBron.
Or you better channel your inner Kobe. How he did Gasol, just run straight through that nigga. Let him know what time it
We got
is.
Luke out here
Yeah.
Stay the
flopping
fuck away from
crime.
me, or I'm gonna
He
do it
can't
again.
control what the fuck Luca do. He going against everybody. Luca doing bullshit.
What you
I
mean?
can't get
Luka put
calls
up
from the
numbers.
refs.
Luka has a bad game every once in a while. Let's keep it a buck.
Luka has
Luka plays bad a
Luka
lot.
has a bad defensive game damn near every game.
Terrible. Mouth just look at scoring. He only looks at scoring.
Exactly.
Don't
What do you
forget.
mean?
Mouth just
Because
be looking at scoring.
why wouldn't we, bro? Who looks at Luka? Looks at Luka and doesn't look at scoring. Everyone knows he's not a defensive player.
Look at his
Nigga, my
rebounds.
kids
Look at
know
his
that.
assists. The
What?
fuck? Look, he does more than just score. What did he have last game? 1 and 1.
Yeah, he's
Like,
great.
come on,
He's
man.
great
He
offensively.
had 1 assist last game, Chris. Go look it up. He had 1.
Is that great?
I told you
The
that because
fuck?
I
Is
bet on
that
Bet
great?
365 to get 3 assists.
They
Nigga
lose.
had 1 assist.
They lose
Is
every.
that
They lose
great?
every
The
game.
fuck?
Luka has low assists.
Thank you. So he's not always getting
Nigga's
assists,
trash.
CT. What you mean? But you can count on the bucket.
But
You can
that's what he
count on the
does.
bucket.
He averaged fucking like 6. The fuck?
Yeah, I
He
mean,
averaged 6, nigga, but
basically
he
my
ain't
point.
getting
He
6
sucks.
lately. It's what have you done lately? Fuck your average.
Yes,
What are you
he
doing
has.
lately? He got 1 last game.
Besides last game, he's been getting
And
like
we
6
Before
bucks.
that-
What the fuck you
lost.
talking about?
Like Cliff said, and we
he
lost.
got 9 in the second. I can't think of what he had in the third.
But that's
He's
what
getting
Luka's
1
primary
rebound, 1
thing is.
assist. What do you own? What does he own?
He usually gets assists and rebounds, but lately,
Trash.
this nigga's just been scoring.
He had 2 assists
He
last
normally
game.
gets rebounds every night.
2 assists
gets, like,
last game,
5+
8 assists
rebounds.
on the 25th, 9
What the fuck are
assists
you
on the
doing?
22nd,
Bron got to
1
do it
assist on the
all.
19th.
Bron getting 10 rebounds a
Braun got a
night.
groin
Got to do
injury
it all.
again. Braun got a nagging groin
Still
injury.
playing through it. I'll play through it. Fuck it.
But
Why
he's
not?
getting
I'm 40.
ran
I'll
through
play
by
through it.
Ant. But Ant is running through this nigga, bro.
Not running through him. We playing close ass games. Stop
No,
playing like we
bro.
getting ran through. What the
Individually,
fuck you
Ant is
talking
literally look up
about?
the highlights, my nigga. When Ant is out dueling LeBron, bro. He
Well, I'm
told you
watching the
before.
game. I'm not fucking watching the highlights, you goofy. That's what your point is. You're a highlight watcher. I'm watching the game.
My nigga, everybody sees
The
him
fuck you
game or
talking
highlights
about?
or not, nigga. He's running through LeBron. Period. What do you mean?
Oh, they don't show everything in a fucking highlight. The fuck?
So who's getting the best
We just
of each
missed a
other,
few shots.
LeBron or Ant?
The
Who's
fuck?
getting the best of each other, CT, in this series?
If you're watching the game, they're close. Every game is close.
Cliff, who's getting the best of each other between the two in the series? Macho, who's getting the
A
best of
23-year-old versus a 40-year-old.
between Ant and
Listen, I say me personally.
Look at LeBron's numbers. Go look at his numbers. Don't act like he's getting shitted on.
LeBron
look at
got
his
27 points,
numbers.
38 points, 21 points, 19 points.
The fuck are you talking about, you goofy?
Yeah. Okay.
Anthony
You act like he's getting shitted on, nigga. He's not.
Anthony
Ant is being more physical. What do you mean?
Look at LeBron's
Cliff
assists and
said,
rebounds,
even
too.
the assists don't
Oh,
count.
Look at his
no.
blocks.
Wait a minute.
Look at his steals.
Listen,
Wait a
I
minute.
think Ant's the MVP of the
Look at
series.
LeBron's
That's
block.
me though, because the way Ant's been putting his team in a position,
Exactly.
continue to
Ain't
win.
got a
It's
way
it's
fucking
no
better team. He got
disrespect on
Dante
Bron,
coming
though.
off the bench.
Because look,
But-
You got Jaden
but-
McDaniels. You got
old,
Julius
bruh.
Randle. You got
Still
playmakers.
I will
dropping
say
38.
I will say
It's 3 versus fucking 8, 9.
Ant's stats,
You got
43
Nas Reed
points,
coming off the bench.
43 points, 29 points, 25 points, 22 points. And he had almost a triple double in 3 of the 4 games.
Right. And he's been more physical than LeBron, bro. He's a young kid. LeBron should be putting belt to ass in this little nigga. He's 40 years old. It don't matter, CT. It don't matter. Bro, look at LeBron's size. He can put a fucking tight end or wide receiver in the NFL. What do you mean? Bro, LeBron,
He's
you keep saying
40.
he's old.
What are you talking about?
All right, so hold on. Okay, can we?
It really
can we,
should
hold on,
be.
time out. Can we all agree that even though LeBron's 40, he don't play like he's 40? Can we all agree on that?
I agree.
All right, so why are we saying now?
But he's 40.
He's 40.
But
Playing act
here's
like
the
it.
here's the thing that y'all ain't saying.
He can't tap back into that fucking mode.
No,
He can't tap back into that Cleveland mode.
Here's what y'all
He
ain't
can't
saying
tap back into
though.
that mode.
What y'all ain't
That's 5
saying
years
is
ago.
it shouldn't be Anthony Edwards versus LeBron. It should be Anthony
'Cause he's not
Edwards
guarding
versus
him.
Luka.
Thank you.
It shouldn't be
That's
LeBron.
Exactly.
But that's
He's
not
always
who Ant is
mentioning
wanting to
LeBron.
guard. That's
No,
not who
Ant's
he's
gonna
giving credit to.
want to guard LeBron. I understand that completely, but
But they
it's
can
up
go
to
throw different
Luka.
guys on LeBron.
It's up to Luka to make him say, "I gotta get him. I gotta get
Ant's
him."
not guarding him the whole game. No, he's not. They throw Jaden McDaniels on him. They throw Julius Randle on him. They throw Nas Reed
there's
on him.
switches. There's definitely
Exactly.
switches,
But primarily, Ant is guarding LeBron.
when he
LeBron
comes
got
down
He's
court,
looking
to
for the
guard
matchup.
Ant. LeBron got to guard everybody else too and make fucking plays on the other end. So he got to do every fucking
LeBron
thing.
really
Ant
the only
don't
one
got to do
providing
everything.
defense out there like that.
Right.
Exactly. We got to play him at the 5.
So to CT's point, I will say it gets very tough regardless of age. But when you factor in 40 to play both sides of the court defensively for everybody and offensively, I'll give you points for that.
This shit's tough. And that team can score like a fuck. They can shoot the 3.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, it's tough.
But y'all niggas know the drill. We'll be out
And you
of
better
here.
pray and hope Austin Reeves is on. Better pray Austin Reeves.
Right, did you see that
like
clip?
His last game.
You see that clip I sent of everybody crying about the Lakers game and the little boy was like, Austin Reeves smoked it. he smoked the 3. I was dying.
Tragic.
No.
He was crying outside with his hands in his head in his hands like
Got me crying too, bro. I'm missing left.
You said what?
Draymond had 1, 2, 3. Steph needed 2 more points. Draymond needed 2 more rebounds, and Jimmy needed 2 more points. This shit is crazy, bro. Niggas couldn't even get 15 points, 8 points, and 3 rebounds tonight. This shit is sorry. I'm done. I'm done betting on the NBA for real. That shit is crazy. I'm waiting on NFL. I'm not gonna keep doing this shit.
Yeah, it's tough.
NFL time.
It's tough out here. Hard out here.
It's so tough. Yeah. They bench boys in the 3rd.
But yeah, we had 2 hours, y'all. So they know the drill. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell an enemy. Tell that nigga to troll. We'll catch y'all next Wednesday. Or maybe Saturday. Maybe we step in for a fight podcast. We'll see how we feel. We out this bitch.